Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Well, I think we're going into night, right? Let's see. It's night, right? Wow, how are you? Everything's been excellent on my end. Hope it's been excellent on yours. What I'm going to do is make a quick correction. Self care is for 1 to 2 weeks. I had said self improvement 1 to 2 weeks, and I started talking about 1 to 2 weeks. No. Then I went to talking about how self care should be 1 to 2 weeks. Right? Yeah, correction. I meant to say self care is 1 to 2 weeks. Right? In my other talk. Um, so in this one, what we're gonna do is discuss the number 9, and I am gonna talk and use references to right away, the nines in right away as visuals. I'm not gonna hold any up, but I'll just use those as visuals if I can remember what they look like. You know me. I'm so thirsty. So we'll start off with the nine of swords. The nine of swords for me represents a done deal. It's a lot of head trauma, drama stuff going on with the nine of swords. The Nine of Swords is to me a warning to yourself to stop doing what it is that you're doing, because whatever it is, you're doing it to someone. You're doing it to someone. Somebody's not doing anything to you with the Nine of Swords. You are doing something to someone else, and it's affecting you mentally. And that's why I said the insomnia comes in at when you are doing something that you regret. So the Nine of Swords is a regret card. It's a card of done deal. It's a card of resentment. It's a card of be quiet. It's a card of I should have followed my first instinct and not did this at all. I wonder who's outside. She better cut her mouth. Shut her mouth. So with that, that's the Nine of Swords with me. It tells you that you need to stop whatever you are doing to another person when it starts to affect you negatively to where you do have the insomnia, right? So let's go to the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands represents a pain, something that went wrong, a deal, something within your life that went awry. It wasn't expected because you expected for something to be successful, but with the Nine of Wands, it didn't happen. So you basically knocked your own self out with that one because the plan, the way it fell through with the Nine of Wands, it says that you didn't think things through thoroughly. You didn't think it through properly and all the way with the Nine of Wands. Um, I just, I write, little notes to keep me on track. You know my mind. um, Damage, right? With the Nine of Wands represents a damage that has taken place somewhere in some form of your life, right? You have had something cause a trauma, whether you did it to yourself or an outside factor did it to you. But like I said, to me, originally, it's a plan that fell apart because of your own self and not knowing where you were going with that thing is why your plan fell apart. So, with that, self reflection is needed with the Nine of Wands card. Self reflection is definitely needed because this this plan, this thing that you wanted to execute, it was too big for you. It was too much for you. It was just outside of your league. Like I said, it was so great. You didn't even properly study or prepare for it. So it fell through, even though you were totally confident it shouldn't have. Well, The way I look at that card as well is you're not as confident as you think you are. So that's one of those cards where your head is too big. That's the ego card as well, because your head is too big, right? The situation is too big for you, and you think you can match it, but you cannot. It's not happening in your favor. So let's move on with the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups, of course, is indulgences, it's gluttony. You know how that is for me. It's indulgences. You're doing too much. Overindulgence is a negative. The positive, you're indulging in something. The cups are emotions. So you're indulging in something emotional, or you're overindulging in an emotional situation. Either way, with the Nine of Cups, this person is sitting on his behind. He's not moving whatsoever. He's just letting the situation handle itself. So with the Nine of Cups, are you going to move forward? Or are you just going to sit there and let things handle itself? Are you going to be active or passive within the situation that you are in the middle of, apparently? It's all about you, right? The choices are all about, the choices are surrounding you. So apparently, you're not going to budge, right? And this is a situation with the Nine of Cups where a person is just not going to budge. They're not going to move at all. They're not going to move at all. So they're going to stay stuck going around that little loop as long as they can and try not to fall out, right? They're going to try not to have that crash, hit that bottom. So every time they go around, they got to speed up so they don't fall down. So gravity don't catch them, right? They got to go and fling themselves this way, right? They got to cause a stop and then fling themselves, right, in the direction to put them back into that loop that's on that 9, right? They have to slow down a little taste and then fling themselves right back into the loop, right? Otherwise, they will fall down and hit rock bottom, put that number 9, right? If they don't cause some type of slowdown, right? Right. And your slowdown usually happens with your 5 of Cups, right? But we're not discussing other cups. Because there's just so many ways to deal with things. With the 9 of Cups, I think I'm done with the 9 of Cups. So let's go on with the 9 of Pentacles. With the 9 of Pentacles, that represents prosperity. It's prosperity that could have been given to you, inherited, or it's prosperity where you looking at the Rider-Waite. I'm feeling like this is a person who either had it handed to them or they had someone help them earn it. Because this person is still, pretty youthful. And of course, you always have to have contacts to help you with anything. So, with, what did I say, prosperity? So, with the 9 of Pentacles, this is a person who, it's like they're giving. They like to give. Whether they acquired their wealth with help or alone, or acquired it through an inheritance. This person in the 9 of Pentacles, they want to do the right thing. They check to see what's needed, and then they want to do the right thing. Right? They want to assist. They want to help. This person actually wants to turn that 9 into a 6 so that they propel upwards instead of falling downwards. But whatever. We're not dealing with that number either. So, excuse me. With the 9 of Pentacles, this person is definitely someone who wants to give. They love doing charity. So they find out what's needed and then they take care of what's needed. They're not just looking to be in the way. They actually acquire things to help do. So they're appreciative of whatever they receive to help others, right? This is the Nine of Pentacles just represents to me someone who has their prosperity, has gained wealth, and they use it properly. They find out what's necessary and they assist. This is an assistance card. Prosperity and assistance. Not all, and the way I'm describing these cards is not always that. That's just for right now, right? That's just for this discussion on the number 9, because things can change, right? With that, with that card thing, things change. This lesson right here is only for right now. So extract from it what makes sense to you, what sounds like it applies to you in some form or fashion. Because I'm doing a very, 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 very general read. Like, I'm just going over what cards mean, but it can also hit you as well. Like, right. So, and then you can decipher it yourself. Like I said, a message is in everything. A message comes in everything. Even though I'm just doing a general, a super basic talk about a number and the element, the card that it comes from, some people will definitely extract something from it and feel something from it. So, if you do, that's good. We should all, everything's a learning tool. We should learn, no matter what we watch, we should learn something. So let me cut this off because you know how they do me. Right, all right. Let's see what time it is. It's 7:33. Let's see what's up. All right. I'll probably come back because, yeah, I'm going to come back maybe. You know me.